Welcome back, fellow you-boobers. We have to find something to help old Merman forget. So if you take a right at the door that I took a right at, you will find the dorms. And we were looking for a person called Unfulfilled Desire. That be her. The woman before you is incredibly attractive. I'm starting to notice a pattern here in the plains. There's a lot of hot bitches. There's some intangible aura about her that makes you want to speak to her. As you step up to her, she glances at you coyly and then gives you a knowing smile. Greetings. You want something, yes? She hisses the yes, drawing it out slowly, sensually from between her teeth. I can help. Name your desire and I shall provide it. I love the fest hall. The woman ignores Morte, her eyes locked with yours. She smiles, awaiting your response. Alright, so the trick here is to say, I want you. She moistens her lips and smiles. You feel your chest lurch as if someone has plunged their hand into you and was pulling at your inside. A simple request, and I have one for you, traveler. I ask you to explain to me the way in which you want me. Let me hear your craving, then I shall speak my price. I want you, is that not enough? Her smile hardens. You must give your desire a voice, an emotion, or it is dust to me. You must convince me that you truly desire what I impart, or it shall not be yours. As you speak, her smile fades and she leans forward attentively, her eyes ravaging your features as you speak. Her presence compels you to speak more than you normally would, and after a few moments, her eyes flutter closed as she gives you a sharp intake of breath. Suddenly, your craving for her begins to wane. Your desire drains from you completely, leaving only a sense of cold emptiness behind. She opens her eyes again, smiling. There's a certain satisfied look about her now. What is wrong, traveler? Do you no longer want me? No, I don't. What have you done? She seems perplexed. Whatever do you mean? Despite her innocent demeanor, you're certain something unnatural has occurred. She has somehow siphoned off your desire for her, stolen it away for some ghastly collection of wants, or perhaps to feed upon, and now it's gone forever. Come now, is there something else you want? Tell me of it. I'd best not. Farewell. Alright, so after doing that, what you want to do is return to the fest hall. And we want to go back to the bar down here. This older man is staring into his stein of ale, misery etched onto his features. The battered pewter mug is an unusual one, lightly engraved with strange runes and bearded faces, and covered with a coat of thin frost. He looks up as you approach him.
Greetings, sir.
He seems slightly tipsy.
Something wrong?
He sighs, belches into his hand, and nods to take another pull of ale.
Hi, something's wrong, all right. I've gone and I lost my apprenticeship. How hungover I was and botched my mentor's last experiment all for the damn drink.
He sneers at the mug in his hand, but in seconds his expression softens and he takes another swig.
Ruins everything and does this damnable drinking of mine.
Why don't you stop drinking then?
He shrugs and sighs miserably.
I simply cannot. I want to, but I cannot. I just need a drink. I try to stay away, but the desire of history overcomes me and I can't resist. Such a wreck I've become.
He throws back the last of his ale and calls for more.
There's something you should speak to. Someone. Unfilled desire. You can find her in the Civic Fest Hall.
Talk to her of your love for drink, and soon you will find you do not want it any longer. His eyes brighten.
Truly, I shall go. Speak to her now. I thank you, sir.
He pauses, looking down at his empty mug.
Here, I'll take this. I don't need it. Fuck it.
He hands you the rune-covered ale stein. Alright. So, now that we got the mug, we are going to go to my mom's house. It's Ivana Humpalat. We've got all cool kinds of things in here. Here we have a little demon thingamabob. It's a ruby statue. A brilliant ruby statuette stands on this pedestal, carved into the image of a winged humanoid. The figure is either demonic or angelic, but it's difficult to tell. Excuse me, because it refracts the light in the Galleria. Strangely, there is no placard indicating exactly what the fuck it is. We have all kinds of wacky shit. Several shards of black crystal or ice swirl within the freezing wind this ornate pedestal gives forth. Each shard looks razor sharp. Touching or grabbing one could be perilous. The placard on the pedestal reads, Dark Birds of Ocanthus. We're going to catch one in the frost ale mug. You dip the mug into the icy wind rising from the pedestal, catching a small shard with a slight clang. Peering into the mug, you can see that the dark bird is a razor-sharp sliver of black ice. Only the mug's magical properties prevent the shard from melting away to nothing. So now what we have is the frost ale mug with the dark bird. Which you need, my friends. Now we're going to talk to Ivana Humpalat. Before you is a well-dressed elderly bitch in a gown of peach-colored and golden thread. She stands quietly, her hands folded together primly, and nods in your direction. It is then you notice that she has no pupils. Her eyes are entirely white. Greetings, sir. I am Ivana Humpalat. Welcome to my Galleria. Feel free to look about, spending as much time as you like. Should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them.
I have some questions, Ivana Humpalat.
One moment, sir. Your voice is heavy with age and wounds. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face?
Go ahead.
She smiles, gently running her old hands over the skin of your face. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new, they seem to. She touches the side of your throat, flushes, then pulls away. Pardon me, sir. I was curious to see how far they went.
It's fine. They're everywhere. My whole body is scarred. I have some questions. Some questions about one of the pieces, the Dark Birds of Ocanthus.
All of them are chipped with the great magical sheet of black infinite ice that rests in the back belly of the plane of Alcanthus. Ivana Humpalot pauses, tapping her chin. It is said the sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx, and that the recollections of all that have plunged into the Styx's memory destroying waters still lie frozen within the ice.
If the waters of the Styx destroy one's memories, will this ice from Alcanthus do the same?
I can only assume so, yes. Alright, so now we have a way to wipe Merman's memories clean. So, that's all we really need to know at this point. I could, of course, linger and take up 7 more videos of dialogue. But we've already played this game for about 17, 18 hours, and I'm ready to move along. So let's return again to the Civic Fest Hall. And if you've watched every video up to this point, God bless you. You truly are what keeps me going. Your combat skills are most impressive, Dakon. Uh-oh. Fall from Grace is hitting on Dakon. They are but specks upon Zerthimon's path. Blah 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 blah. I'm so cool. My name's Zerthimon. I kick ass for a living. With my -8 armor class. Fuck you. I mean, seriously. -8 AC? God. Dude's kicking ass and taking names with that. Alright, let's see if we can find Fat Boy. Hey, hold up.
Here, take this mug. It holds the dark bird of Alcanthus, a silver of ice from the river Styx. A sliver of ice. It should wipe your memories clean.
He takes the mug and removes a piece of paper from his pocket. He tilts the mug back and takes the ice into his mouth. It melts instantly, leaving him with somewhat startled expression. Merman? He looks at you confused, and then at the paper in his hand. He reads aloud, Congratulations, Merman! You've begun again. Thank the man in front of you and give him the key to your pocket. Speak to Splinter, the man at the door, to do the building. For more information, he looks at you again. Well, it would seem I owe you a thanks, good sir. Here, take the key. I best find Splinter, fellow, and find out what the fuck is going on.
Thank you, and good luck.
Weird ass. Alright, so we get another 12,000 experience. And now we are going to return to the brothel. And we have the keys to Dolores' heart. So we're going to give them to her for a hefty amount of XP, I might add. And this will be the end of Dolores' quest. If you haven't noticed, Torment is mainly a game of dialogue and subterfuge and everything but combat. So we're going to counter that with a lot of Icewind Dale expansion afterwards. And I got to finish up Stone Prophet, for crying out loud.
I have the keys to your heart. Here they are.
She takes the keys from your grasp. Her hand brushes against yours. Your skin is dry but icy to the touch, like cold metal. These will be of great use to me, I thank you. Glad to have helped. And we're going to just give a little savey save here. Alright. I think this will be going up here in a moment. So I've had a few people ask me, how much longer do we have to go with the Planescape Torment? How far are you in Planescape Torment? And the answer is, I don't fucking know. I would guess 60, 70% maybe. We still have several more locations to go after the Clerk's Ward. We have the Foundry of Godsmen. We have the Nameless One's Maze, Maldron's Cube, Under Sigil, Ravel's Maze, Cursed and Cursed Prison, we have to travel to the Outlands and incarcerate, and then we'll go back to Sigil for a while before we visit the final place, which is the Fortress of Regrets. So as you can see, we have quite a lot more to go. I'm just glad I had the opportunity to play through this game again. And it's been since the late 90s when the game was released that I've gotten to play it. I believe. Around then, anyways. It's fucking old. Alright, we're talking a decade and a half, maybe less. But close to. So anyways, let's continue on with the game here. Holy shit. What the fuck is going on? Alright. So, once you talk to Delora, you can ask her about the silent prostitute. You're then going to talk to Ecco. And we're going to find a way to retrieve Echo's voice. Her voice was stolen from her. I think I lost a bit of video there, so I apologize. But anyways, once done talking to Delora, make sure you talk with Ecco, then back with Delora. She'll tell you about Ecco and how she lost her voice. And then you will, of course, be set on a quest to help Ecco regain the ability to speak. As you can see here, we've done quite a few quests. So let's get it on, bitches. Let's do some more quests. Alright. So now, in order to help get Ecco her voice back, we're going to leave the whorehouse. And we're going to go to the apothecary. Let's see if this is the right place. I don't think it is, but we'll talk to Pesto Killen. Let's see here. What has he got? Bunch of bullshit. That's not where I want to be. No sirree. Gotta love the names of these people. Here we go. Rishchika! The crazy blue man group looking bitch. The sharp-featured woman's appearance is attractive, though somewhat disturbing. Her blue-black skin and bright yellow eyes. She examines you. A small pair of bat-like wings unfold from her back and then seem to settle back into her skin.
Well, well, a floating, disembodied, prevaricating skull and fall from grace, whatever it is you call yourself now. Truly a pleasure to see you here. What do I owe the honor of your visit? I felt that you rarely trafficked among our kind anymore.
She glances at you for a moment with the same faint sneer.
Or is your assignment here almost finished?
I do not know what assignment you're referring to, Rishika. though your presence here brings it with many questions. Last I heard, you were stranded bearer for the company of the Vulture. How did you come to Sigil? She replies curtly, firing the question back like an arrow. By choice, and you? Well, your orders take you next. She suddenly turns to you. You see, little man. She smiles as if savoring the words. The best temptress is the one that can make you buy into the illusion of being most promiscuous, yet virtuous at the same time. A prostitute priestess, as it were. Mrs. Grace is among the greatest. She turns to Fall from Grace. Are you not? You would not think that 1,000 years of slavery had left us scars, no? Fall from Grace speaks with a coldness you have never heard before. The air almost becomes ice as she dissects Rishika with her gaze. That is enough, you foul-mouthed bitch! Very well, though. You are the ones who came into my emporium. What are you selling, cunt muffin? We want to buy Fiend's Tongue. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please enjoy your newest acquisition. Whoa, that's a badass hammer. The hammer of communition delivers a devastating strike that not only inflicts crushing damage, but also fractures any surface it contacts, whether bone, metal, or wood, inflicting extra damage. And if the victim survives, it also softens him up for the next attack. +2 Thaco, +1, +1 is 6. Teeth of the Fire Drake. 1 to 6 slashing. +1, 3 to 8 fire damage and immunity to fire. That's pretty nice. Cloud Kill. Level 5 wizard spell. Shit, I'll buy it just to have one. The Heart of Fosterer. Strange object is said to be the Heart of Fosterer. According to legend, the Fosterer was a sorcerer who built his empire on the plain of Shale many centuries ago. He's rumored to have 3,333 hearts. Each of them carried in it a different evil he had committed in his lifetime. Holy fucking novel. So what the hell does the heart do? Summons the Sahuimian. Usable by only evil creatures. Usable only by the nameless one, but can't be a mage. Summons tree lawns. A bunch of other shit we can't afford. Grimoire of Pestilent Thought. Oh, we can sell that. We don't need that. It's an evil book. It only causes trouble. We're going to save and get some cloud killage. Just need some level 4 spells now, for crying out loud. Shit. We got Infernal Orb from Ignis. +3 to hit, bonus, and attack. The orb does 1d6 pointed damage. -1 penalty to the enemy's strength and dexterity. Ignis' Terror. Ignis can cast all these spells, so I don't see why I'd learn them. we'll get a Seeking Flames for the hell of it. Just to mix things up. Alright, let's return to Ecco. I'm going to give her the Fiendish Tongue. Fiendish tongue for my love Ecco. 'Cause the hoe needs a tongue to fucking talk to me. The bitch can't say much without a fiendish tongue. I've got the fiendish tongue for you, the fiend's tongue. She raises an eyebrow and gives you a skeptical look. I'm told that you should place it in your mouth. You'll regain your ability to communicate. She nods and takes the bottle from me. She generally picks up the severed tongue from the briny solution and after staring at it for a moment in disgust, places it in her mouth. Suddenly her eyes widen and there's a burst of reddish light from between her lips. Are you all right? She opens her mouth, closes it, then opens it once more and speaks.
I can speak again, oh joy! Damn me to the darkest of pits, thou stench-ridden worm! Kneel before me in supplication, insect!
Yikes! She yelps and covers her mouth with both hands, her eyes wide with panic. It must be the fiend's tongue. She slowly takes her hands away from her mouth, nodding. It seems that I must devour thy frail shell and consign thy soul to the abyss for all eternity. Thou shalt serve in my battle thrall till the plains grind, till thou halt. Thou art mine, mine. She shuts her mouth again and begins to softly, quietly weep. I'll try to find a way to make things right. Perhaps Rashika will have something else that can help you. I haven't found a way to help you. I'll return when I do.
Oh, sorry, but I'm afraid I must snap thy brittle bones and kick you in the fucking head.
Okay, one thing we forgot to do is... I should have examined the deva's tears before I left. You can actually pay for these yourself, but if you examine them, Ecco will give you the money. So let's talk to this crazy bitch again. Examine. Oh, fucking shit. You examine a small glass vial labeled the Deva's Tears. Rashika presents it to you. These were collected from the Deva who was captured during the Blood War skirmish. The fiends tormented the imprisoned angel for eons before he last escaped. The small bottle holds the 12 tears he shed in that time. It is said their touch will soothe the most savage anger, even that of a fiend's tongue. She smiles cruelly. Their price is but 999 copper commons. Those could be what Ecco needs. Say no thanks and farewell for now. And return to Ecco. This is going to save you 1,000 copper commons. It's worth it. Why blow 1,000 copper if you don't have to, right? I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to spend that fucking money. Ecco, I found a way to help you. Deva's Tears and Vrashka's Curiosity. They're expensive, though. She nods and produces a slip of paper from her clothes. It appears to be a promissory note in the amount of 1,000 commons, which the possessor can collect upon from the brothel. She gives you a questioning glance. Yes, this will be enough. I'll be back.
Hurry the fuck up. Let Jesus fuck you. Let Jesus fuck you.
What did she say? That was an exorcist joke.
case nobody got it.
And if you didn't, fuck you. And Morte wins the race. Alright, now we can buy... I have 1,000, so give her the promissory note. And then now we'll have the tears. And finally we can complete Ecco's quest. No, not Eco Quest by Sierra, Ecco Quest. Ecco's quest. Fuck saving the dolphins, and fuck the whales too. After this, we'll wrap it up for this video and begin another one. I'm really ready to be out of this fucking brothel, aren't you?
Greetings, I am here to consume thy weak, delicious flesh, pathetic man creature.
Alright, so we'll get another 30,000 experience. She nods, smiling, and takes the vial from you. Ecco places a few of the sparkling blue drops on her tongue.
I believe the tears are working, yes. I can speak in my own voice once more. Oh, how I thank you.
She squeezes your hand and bows her head gratefully, her eyes welling with tears of joy.
It was my pleasure, Ecco. Wanna fuck?